For 3 weeks each year, a World Cup-style soccer tournament takes to Carter Fields in Roxbury. At the start is a parade of nations with 40 teams and 800 athletes thrilled to compete. Proud among them is Team Guinea. On this day, Alseni Silla, remember, team captain, speaks to us through a translator.
So all the teams are good players. Honestly, it's been really hard. We also have a big team, and I feel like we're winners too.
The intention of the Unity Cup is clear and compelling, and Team Guinea coach Abdoulaye Diallo says effective.
We're playing with Colombia, we're playing with Guatemala, people who even don't know. That's a good idea, I think. And as a soccer, that's make a unity between people.
C'est une grande espoir en fait.
Playing with the people have definitely showed me how welcoming Boston can be.
Soccer is the world sport. It's played on every continent, every country.
Caroline Foscato is the founder and president of Soccer Unity Project, which runs the tournament.
We see the soccer pitch as a spot to bring together people across diversity, to have people meet across lines that tend to divide, whether it be income or race or background or ethnicity.
A mother of two, she founded the nonprofit after noticing a gap in access.
When they were little, there was no place to play local, and so a group of us got together and we started a free youth soccer league. And that's how it got me into all the work that we do using soccer for positive social change.
That includes all types of community and corporate programming, but kids continue to be the focus.
Everything is free and we provide everything. We provide all the equipment, we'll even pay for our coaches to get training.
Go block him he is.
Rabia Yacobi and Sohaila Zafari, new arrivals from Afghanistan, both played in the Unity Cup and coached.
Goals! So I'm working, I'm a play soccer, I'm a game. I'm so happy.
You love it?
Yeah, my soccer is love.
Just in Boston for a few months, Rabia was among a number of female Afghan soccer players who fled their homes with the help of FIFA, soccer's world governing body. Sohaila, who now lives in Quincy, was also part of that group.
I started playing with my brother and cousin on the streets, and one day when I was playing soccer and in the gym, my coach came to me and invited me to join his team.
That was the under-15 women's national team.
I'm so happy.
So you're good at soccer?
Yeah, I'd say.
But the happiness Sohaila found playing soccer for her country, she was robbed of it one summer day. She was 14.
So it was in 2021, August 15th, so when Taliban came to Afghanistan.
Just kind of out of the blue, everything was different.
The U.S. withdrawal and Taliban takeover meant players' lives were in danger.
When I just woke up, I saw the group chat that my coach said that Taliban come over to Kabul, so everyone go back home. I was just in shock. And I would never forget that moment.
Sohaila said because she's a girl, her parents were cautious about her playing even before the Taliban's return.
They were just scared if anything happened to me. My mom was always with me in the practices, so she was always supporting me.
That support now half a world away. Sohaila's parents were not able to travel with her. She came to Boston only with her older sister.
It was a hard decision to make, to leave my parents and countries.
In the time since, conditions have only worsened for women in Afghanistan.
But now we are worried about them living there.
That worry never goes away, but Sohaila's smile does return on the pitch where she can play without fear, embrace her teammates, and in this moment, some happiness returns.